Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Om Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayah Pataye Namaha. Om Shri Ramachandraya Namaha. Om Atulita Baladhamam Hema Shailabhadeham Danujavana Krishanum Jnaninam Agraganyam Sakala Guna Nidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Dhyayami Chinmayanandam Gurudevam Mahamatim Prema Purnam Kriyashilam Sada Lokahite Ratam Kripalum Sundarakaram Samartham Satyadarshinam Vacha Tattva Prakashinya Shoka Moha Vinashinam. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Namah Shri Tulsi Dasa Sadvarishtaya Dhimate Puritam Hridayam Yena Rama Premamrite Name. Om Shri Tulsi Dasaya Namaha. Hari Om, a warm welcome. Having completed Manasa Prakatanam, Tulsi Dasji started another metaphor, that is Sharayu Nadi. And there he started Uma Mahesa Bibaha Barati Tejala Chara Aganita Bahubhati Raghubara Janama Ananda Badhayi Bhavara Taranga Manoharatayi. We saw yesterday. Uma Mahesa Bibaha Barati. Meaning what? That beautiful procession of the marriage of Uma and Maheshwara. Please note, Uma Maheshwara Vibaha Bharati. And there's a lot of description. It's very hilarious and very beautiful, we will say anyway. Te jalachara aganita bahubhati. Lot of jalachara, lot of like fishes, lot of celebrations were going on. Raghubara Janama, immediately he comes to Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji's Janana. Ananda Badai. Ananda Badai means Ananda Badai. Lot of Ananda came to everybody, every single person in the kingdom was very, very happy. Remember, Dasharathji did not have children at all. Therefore, he went and approached the Rishi who said, you conduct one yaga and then you will get a son. He asked for one, he got 4. Isn't it? Bhavarataranga Manoharatai. So delightful. The whole Ayodhya was, dancing with joy. Balacharita chahu banduke banaja vipula bahuranga. The beautiful life story of the childhood of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji along with his 4 Charu Bandhu. Charu Bandhu here means brothers. All the 4 of them, Vipula Bahuranga, they enjoyed. The whole life was so beautiful. Lot of entertainment, joy, learning, etc., etc. Nriparani Parijana Sukrita, because of the good punya karma of the king, queen and the praja, Madhukara Bari Bihanga, in that particular place, lot of bees and everything comes. In the river, the metaphor is being given. Now, straight away he jumps to Sita Vivaha, Sita Rama Vivaha. Now see, very beautifully the 41st Chaupai goes like this. Siya Swayambara Katha Suhai Sarita Suhavani Socha Bichai Nadi Nava Patu Prasna Aneka केवट कुशल उतर सबीबेका सुनी अनुकथन परस्पर होई पथिक समाज सोह सरी सोई घोर धार घृणु नाथ रिसानी घाट सुबद्ध राम बरबानी सानुज राम विवाह उछाहु सो शुभ उमग सुखद सब काहू कहत सुनत हर्षहि पुलकाहि ते सुकृति मन मुदित नहाहि राम तिलक हित मंगल साजा परब जोग जनु जुरे समाजा काई कुमति के कई केरी परिजासु पल विपति घनेरी समन अमित उत्पात सब भरत चरित जप जाग कलियघ कल अवगुण कथन तेजल मल बग काग सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. Giving this metaphor of the Sarayu Nadi flowing, it has enriched and delighted all along its flow. Similarly, Siya Swayamvara Katha Suhai, the story of the Swayamvara of Sitaji and Ramchandraji, it has enlivened brought life into the very life of everybody all around the Nadi. It is said, all around the Nadi there is so much of growth, richness, cultivation, etc., which brings lot of joy to people. Similarly was Siya Swayambara Katha Suhai Sarita Suhavani So Chabichai. Suhavani means what? Lot of delight. And whenever there is a river, you always will have some boats. In some, wherever some population is there, you will always have a boat. A boat riding is very common. And you will also have a boatman. Now see, Nadi Nava Patu Prasna Neka Kevata Kusala Uttara Sabibeka. In this Ramayana, there are a lot of questions that are asked. And those questions are like the boat that floats on the water. How beautiful. Nadi Nava Patu Prashna Aneka. There are a lot of boats, they are similar to the questions asked. In Ramayana, lot of questions are asked and then lot of answers are also given. And those answers, Kevata Kusala Uttara. Kevata, the boatman. And his Uttara, Uttara means Uttara. His answer, Sabibeka, with lot of logic. Similarly, in Ramayana also, there are plenty of questions asked. By many people, everybody asks questions there. And Ramchandraji answers every question so beautifully. And Sabibeka, with lot of logic, discrimination. Not that just answer something and go away. Very many people do that. When children ask questions to the parents, most of the time, parents will not know the answer. Especially when it comes to Sampradaya, Shastra, etc. Parents have not learned. They have not been taught by their parents properly. Where is there a time for them? All are busy running between pillar and post. Hither and thither, for just making the life. Is it not? How many of us really sit down to study something, to understand something? What is there in the Shastras? Why is it so important? Why is it so revered, respected, adored? Have you ever asked? No, we never ask such questions. Why? We are busy, we have no time. Think. The one who has given time, this span of life, we have no time for him. We are so busy trying to acquire, possess, indulge, embrace, enjoy, and then lead life. Think. It is required. Karma Kshetra is there. We have to work. We have to take care of everything. But at the same time, we also must give time for the one who has given us this time. And the time is given for us to understand him. Think. Therefore, people who have got this inclination towards Shastra, Sampradaya, and then Jnanam, then they ask lot of questions. Children have got that inquisitiveness to ask, to know. After some time, once the child grows, when it becomes youth and finished, and then the life just goes on. Bhagavan alone knows why this person is alive and working in the world outside. We have to ask questions. That inner inquisitiveness will bring that question and then answers are given. Sabibeka, with lot of discriminative ability, Viveka Shakti. Kevata Kusala Uttara. That boatman, like generally, you go to the boat and then say, you go there, I want to go there, then he takes you there. Similarly, I ask a question, Ramcharitamanas gives us excellent answers. We will see. Kevata Kusala Uttara Sabibeka. You know, on the boat, sometimes individual goes, sometimes group of people also go. Right? For example, one example we will take. In Narmada Nadi, if you want to cross Narmada Nadi, boat is there and one. Another thing is, there are a lot of people who take Nadi as Bhagavan and then they do parikrama of Narmada Parikrama is very, very famous. A lot of people keep doing. Parikrama means what? Go along the coast along the river coast, river bank, you keep going and then do one full parikrama. It's very, very popular, Narmada Parikrama. But then there are a lot of people who go on boating, etc., etc. Suni anukathana paraspara hoi. Suni. In this case of Ramcharitamanas, having listened to Anukathana, this particular story of Ramchandraji, Anukathana paraspara hoi, group discussion. 4 or 5 people or 2 people, 2 plus whatever it may be. Group discussion also takes place. And how is it? Pathika samaja sohi sari sohi. This discussions, sharing of ideas improves the knowledge, brings us clarity to what we have listened to. In our course time also, every day we used to have some group discussion. 145 minutes was kept for group discussion on the subject that was spoken in the morning. Acharya would take one particular text and he would give the class on that text. Then afternoon we have to do group discussion. Through that, group discussion is a very beautiful activity. In fact, in very many cities, very many organizations like Chinmaya Mission conduct study groups. What is that study group for? About 10-15 people, not a big gathering. Then it is talk. 10-15 people take up a particular subject, particular paragraph in a particular book that is being discussed. And then each one reads. And then each one of them give their idea. Very many times our mind, we have an angle of vision. In life also, we look at life with a particular vision. Our vision has to expand to see the other opportunities and way of life. Because life provides surplus conflicts, supplied free. Situations, challenges, problems, all that is being given, supplied free. How I handle depends upon the clarity of knowledge what I have. When my angle of vision is only that much and the solution can be out of the box, therefore that's why they say you have to think out of the box karke. This group discussion widens my angle of vision, throws lot of light on other possible ways of handling the same challenge. Much more easier, much more comfortable. In fact, certain challenges, in fact, they were no more challenges at all. Why? Even before they come in front of us, we would have solved that. Why? Because of the knowledge that I gained and expanded my vision through group discussion. Of course, in very many group discussion, everybody wants to speak, everybody wants to establish their point. Those egocentric stuff are also there. We have to accept it with a pinch of salt rather. But when there is a beautiful discussion with lot of, inquisitiveness to learn, then you will find the whole discussion brightens people's intelligence, brightens the knowledge, brings lot of light to the same discussion, and a beautiful, comprehensive understanding takes place. Therefore, group discussions are very, very important. Patika samaja sohi sari sohi. And while that is happening, Ghoradhara Bhrigunatha Risani. Ghoradhara Bhrigunatha. Bhrigunath means here Parashurama. We know the story, isn't it? During Ramchandraji and Sitaji's Vivaha, Ramchandraji breaks the Shiva Dhanush. And then Parashurama gets terribly angry. And then he comes. He was ready to finish off the entire world, entire universe, and he is capable. His tapas shakti is that. Of course, born guna, we all have got lot of gunas. In born guna we say, we are born with it. Some gunas are there. Parashurama had lot of, anger in him. And therefore he was capable also because of his tapashakti. Ghoradhara Bhrugunata Risani. But Ramchandraji remained calm. Ghata Subadha Rama Barabani. Now please note this. Swayamvara, Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji's marriage is talked about. Then Parashurama is coming. The whole entire Ramayana is beautifully, indexed as though in a particular book you have contents or index title, and then this is discussed. That is what is happening here. In this particular case, Tulsi Jasji indexes what all is going to happen. Ghata Subadha Rama Barabani. Ghat, like the ghat which helps people, Rama was very calm. Some tides may be in the river, it might be heavy, the current, undercurrent may be very forceful, but the ghat is well prepared. We have discussed about it. There can be steps, there will be some railings, some chains and all for people to hold. All that helps people to take the dip in the river. Here, Ghata Subadha Rama Barabani. Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji's words, very, very important. How we respond to situations is beautifully described. We will see that description, very beautiful. Most of us react. When somebody is in anger, we also become very angry. What do you think of me? Etc., etc. We might also erupt as though. And a fight will go on. Because there is no understanding, there is no readiness to understand the other also. When the current flows, we must have a proper hold. Then the current cannot do anything in the river. Similarly, when there is something, anger is being thrown at us, remaining calm is the best way of responding to that anger. Subadha Rama Barabani. Sanuja Rama. Now the next very beautiful thought here. Sanuja Rama Bibaha Uchahu So Subha Umaga Sukhada Sabakahu. Sa Anuja. When Ramchandraji's Vivaha was discussed, was decided, even the other three brothers also got married in the same mandapa. In some cases, not very in many cases, in some cases, both the boys or girls together get married. Together meaning what? Each one getting married. In one mandapa, both of their marriages takes place. Here, Sanujarama Bahu Chahu, when all the four brothers were getting married to Sitaji and her sisters, Uchahu, there was so much of delight. Subha Uma Sukhada Sabakahu. Everybody is delighted, everybody is entertained. And very interesting, see in the next one, how they enjoy such a beautiful Kahata Sunata Harashahi Pulakahi. In this Ramayana, one is when it comes to Sitaji's Vivaha, everybody talked about it, everybody got delighted. And in Ramacharita those of them who spoke on Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji, Kahata, those who listened to Ramakatha, Sunata, Harashahi Pulakahi, all of them became very, very happy and very, very delighted. Te Sukriti Mana Mudita Nahahi. Te Sukriti, with that good action of listening or speaking, Mana Mudita, mind becomes very delightful. And what do? Nahahi, they go to the river and take bath. These are all the olden certain, practices, we may say. Anything good that happens at home, we also do, anything good happens, we go to temple and come. We go to Bhagavan and say thank you. Some people go and take bath in the river. Those days that was a culture. Pulakahi te sukriti mana mudita nahahi. They went and took bath in the river. Even for festivals. Now we have this great Kumbh Mela, isn't it? Lakhs of people go there and they participate in that Kumbh. And then everywhere Ramcharitamanas, Bhagavatam, etc., Shiva Puran, everything will be spoken, and people go wherever they want to, whatever they want to listen, and then they sit down and listen to those beautiful katha. In the same way, people of Ayodhya, when they came to know what? Rama Tilaka Hita Mangala Saja. The moment they came to understand, Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji is going to be coronated. The Yuvaraja will be now coronated as the king of Ayodhya. Mangala Saja, everywhere it was auspicious. Everybody, you could see, in fact, you might have seen that Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana, how beautifully they displayed. They displayed just a few things, but the entire city, why city? All those who know Rama, even away from the city, everybody rejoiced. They decorated their house with Torana and Pushpamala and Rangoli. Beautiful, beautiful, colorful Rangolis. And everybody started preparing sweets and things for distribution to everybody. Rama Tilaka Hita Mangala Saja Paraba Jog. Some people started preparing, performing yajnas. Joga Janu Jure Samaja. Everything was delightful. You know, words becomes too small to explain that joy. As Upanishads would say, which I often quote, Yato Vacho Nivartante Aprapya Manasasaha Anandam Brahmano Vidvan. Vachaha Nivartante, words seldom explain. Aprapya Manasasaha, mind cannot comprehend. Anandam Brahmana Vidvan, the one who knows Brahman alone will know what is that real Anandam, real joy. Similarly, there the entire Ayodhya kingdom was bubbling with energy. Everybody's mood were so beautiful. There were no negative energy. Only positive energy was there in the whole of Ayodhya. But balancing has to take place. Somewhere something must be there which disturbs. Whatever we do, there will be some disturbance. So many programs we conduct, we organize. So meticulously planned. Several meetings. You will take care of this. You will take care of this. That particular program part you take care. Decoration you take care. Food you take care. Purohit and everything must be taken care. It is your responsibility. Whatever they want, you have to get it done. Material in charge. Like that we form a committee. Gurudev would say, committee is equal to come eat tea. Kam mitti. We are not talking of that type of committee. A group of people come together, they take responsibilities with joy and work delightfully. So beautiful. Parabajoga janujure samaja. And while they do what? Some lapses will always be there. Some negative forces will also be there, you see. Among the family also you will always have one person who always will want to, show negative energy, throw negative energy, throw poison as though. Tulsi Daji says, when we go to that river, remember the metaphor, the river is a metaphor. When we go to the river, there might be ghat, there are steps to go to the river, but sometimes the stones that are under the water collects lot of moss which is not seen. Even in the families or in a particular city, you always have the negative energies which bottles up lot of negative energy to such and creates, ready to create disturbance. Moss is created in those stones. And not knowing if you put your leg there, you slip and fall. Is it not? And you went for taking a bath, you come out with a fracture. Think. Therefore, we must be very careful. Kai kumatike kei keri. Puri jasu phala bibati ghaneri. Just as there is that mass and creates havoc, creates problems, disturbance, pain. Kaikeyi was there, who was that particular mass in that life of Ramchandraji, and that is represented in the Ramcharitamanas. Sumata amita utapata sabha bharata charita japajag. Whatever negative forces may be there is always an antidote to it. There is always an antidote. Bhagavan creates such a beautiful antidote that however negative it may be, somewhere there is a loophole where one can escape from those and come out of it, out of the negativity. Here, Bharata. Samana amita utapata sabha Bharata charita japajaga. Earlier we saw in the initial stage, Pranavavu prathama Bharata. Tulsidasi said, Pranavam prathama Bharata ke charana. Why? Because it was only Bharata who wanted to bring back Ramchandraji. All were worried about Ramchandraji. He should not go to forest and things like that. Everybody were worrying about it. But nobody thought on how to bring back Ramchandraji and put him back on the throne. One person who thought about it was Bharatji. Therefore, Bharata Charita Japajaga. Bharata is even today held very high. One, because of the, depth of love he had for Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji. Today, brothers have no such love for each other. They fight with each other. But look at that. You will see in and through Ramcharitamanas how beautiful were the brothers. How beautifully they existed with lot of love and care. Bharata Charita Japajaga. In that Ramayana we were speaking earlier, there some episodes were given, some episodes were missing, and in this particular metaphor, Tulsidaji gives all those metaphors. Kali agada khala avaguna kathana te jalamala baga khaga. These, difficult times, difficult sequences, episodes in our way of saying, are also there. Kali aga khala. People wicked people are also there. They are like Baga and Kaga. Baga Kaga. Baga Kaga means what? Cranes and crow which come, litter, bring disturbance to the beautiful fishes that are there in the river. Is it not? Similarly, in Ramacharita we have lot of such characters. Ravana himself is there. And we have all the other Rakshasas who bring so much of pain and suffering to others. Therefore, Ramayana time also good and bad existed. It is not that it was only goody, everything and no bad at all, no negative at all. No. It is always there. Good and bad always exist together. In fact, good is recognized with reference to the bad and bad is recognized with reference to the good. So it coexisted. Therefore, Kali aga khala avaguna kathana te jalamala baga kaga. With this, we will conclude for this series. As you are all aware, I hope you are all joining us in the Rama Stotra and Hanuman Chalisa Patana, which we have started from the 5th onwards. I hope you are also joining. However, we have uploaded these talks earlier itself. Rama Katha, Sampurna Ramayana Katha will not be there for January, because we will be busy with that Rama Stotra and Hanuman Chalisa Parayana for the beautiful conduct of that great wonderful activity. You know, we were all waiting for more than 500 years as though, or even more, for the Rama Mandira to come up in this great Punya Bhumi Ayodhya. And definitely thanks to our most successful Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, because of whose effort today Ram Mandira is getting inaugurated on the 22nd of January. So our Prarthana Sankalpa will be there, is what is going on now, and it will be there till January 21st, one day before. We will conclude. And 22nd morning, the great, Pratishtha program will be organized, is going to happen. February 1st, we will resume our talk. So January, we will not be having this 10-day session. Please remember that. Thank you for being with us. Thanks for all your support. With that, we conclude this session. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram.